Greetings, YouTube. Happy Monday. Happy start to another week. This time a week that will end the month of June, good riddance, and start the month of July, which will hopefully bring us those God tier July 4th deals once again to the contest. And today we have a different kind of video to rank up. If you recall, we have seen in the last couple of weeks deals specifically targeted at 4 stars and targeted at the ability to actually awaken said 4-star. So, for example, they had the class-based 4-star awakening gem offers. And really, it's a brilliant move on Kabam's part today because this deal, you can just consider this to be the second half of that deal. So if you bought the awakened ability crystal for, say, you bought a Mystic for 4-star and you awakened your Scarlet Witch, or you bought a Tech and you awakened your Star-Lord, well, now you've got that maybe rank 4 4-star Star-Lord or rank 4 4-star Scarlet Witch, and Kabam knows this, right? And they want to take full advantage of your impatience because you get to, for $50, essentially jump ahead, kind of like you would back in the day when you played Candyland, and you get to do something that you really only get to do if you beat certain very difficult chapters of, say, Act 5, where you will get what's called a 4-star rank up gem. And you'll notice that this automatically ranks up a champion from rank 4 to rank 5, which for me is not easy to do with the amount of, tier 4 class catalysts, of course, you need, tier 4 basics, and then even tier 1 alphas. But this is going to be probably the most tempting thing I have seen for most middle tier players who are not in an alliance quest yet that really provides the tier 4 class catalyst or even the greater glory every week. So the chance of you getting 3 of the same class catalysts formed, which is what you need from rank 4 to rank 5, is going to take you weeks, if not months. Dorky Diggity Dave likes to say, and I really do echo his beliefs, that the value of a deal should be the cost benefit of how much time something is saving you for the money that you purchase. So essentially, is the money that you're spending more valuable in the short term than what it costs in the long term to have to farm or spend time doing that same item? And I would argue to most people, today's deal is really enticing because this gem saves you weeks, if not months, of time collecting those class catalysts. And what's awesome about this item specifically is it's not class specific, and it better not have an expiration date. So let's say you are starting out the game. This is one of those deals that I think for middle tier players or beginners is a very good idea to pick up, because if you save this thing, let's say you downloaded the game yesterday and the best champion you have is a 2-star Colossus, Lord help you. Well, you might not actually need this item for a very long time. You might not need it for 6 months. But once you get that God tier champ, especially if it's somebody like Hyperion as a 4-star that doesn't need to be awakened, you will take that champion to rank 4 and automatically have the ability to rank them to rank 5 without worrying about those pesky items, especially those tier 4 class catalysts, which still are not easy to get. That's one of the questions I get all the time as a content creator, is how the heck do I get these so fast? And, hard thing is, it's kind of hard still, right? I mean, you can get, once you become uncollected, it becomes easier because at least you get tier 4 class catalyst fragments every day, or at least the chance to get them every day, without having to buy these godforsaken $5 daily specials, which only give you 1,000 anyways. I mean, just think of how many daily specials it would take to get one tier 4 class catalyst. You get 1,000, you can see on the right side of the screen. If you were to buy today's $5 daily special, which I would never recommend, you would need to get this 36 times to get one. So 36 times 5, you're looking at, what is that, $130 for one. Then you have to get 3 of them. So that would be $390 worth of daily specials to get this. So $390 with daily specials. Now, of course, that's an exaggeration because you can get that lots of other ways. But I'm just saying, if you just went off the daily special and made the worst value decision of your life all those times, that's how much money it would take. So instead of $390 with the daily specials, you spend $50, you get a non-class-based ability to rank up your 4-star, and I do think it's worth it to say. I always put these plus 30% boosts, which are becoming more and more popular in the game with every deal, but still, they are so valuable. At a minimum of 200 units apiece, maximum of probably around 300. So if you look at this as 900 units worth of boosts with this offer, and you scroll to the right, you'll see that 900 units is not even available, but you can get 50 units less than that for $30. So I'm just going to say conservatively that it's $30 worth of boost value. So subtract $30 from that price tag, and that brings you from $50 to $20. Then these are generic signature stones, 20 of them, which I would value at about $1 a piece. I would, especially because they're the generics, non-class based. So I think one could argue for the average player. Now, those of you watching this that are going to argue with me on this, that are like me and been playing this game for 2.5 years, and you've pretty much transitioned from 4 stars to 5 stars and now maybe even 6-star heroes, you're not going to be in this camp. You're going to comment and say, Prof, how could you be so positive about this deal when 4 stars aren't going to help you? Bro, this is not for you. This is for the middle tier players that there are a lot of in this game, and even the beginners who really want to just stash this away. The amount of content that you have to clear to get this item, I cannot emphasize enough the pain you will go through, the months and months and months that you will have to spend to get to Act 5 and 100% explore the chapters needed to get this 4-star rank up crystal. For $50 to not have to do any of that BS and just have that automatically at your disposal, it's amazing. So this grade is going to surprise some people. And it's always amazing to me because when I am not getting criticized for being too negative, I'm being criticized for being too positive. But you know what? Let this video remind you that I call it like I see it. I don't hate Kabam and I don't love Kabam. I'm always in the middle, ready to either praise them for great offers or trash them for true trash. And today is not a trashable moment. It is a praise moment for so many people who need this item. Yes, I realize $50 is still a lot of money. And if you don't have it, you don't have it. I'm not going to tell you to spend money you don't have ever, especially in a mobile video game. But if you do have the $50, especially if you've taken my advice and you've grinded swag bucks every day and you've got that Google Play or iTunes credit, I would fully endorse this deal today. I'm not going to give it an A+, but I am going to give it an A. And Lord knows I only do that maybe once every couple of months. I believe this is an A grade. Now, for someone like me, it's probably a C to a C- because I don't need it. And that $50 is something I'm going to save. I'm not going to get this deal. I'm going to wait till God help us, July 4th, where the $50 should get you an amazing item with the units. But for the average middle tier player who's been playing for about a year or less, especially if you are someone who has a 4-star and you cannot seem to accumulate those tier 4 class catalysts, let's say you need 3 and you've only got 1, pick this up if you can afford it. Just take that champion, that god tier, game-changing champion from rank 4 to rank 5 and be glad that you just saved yourself a crazy amount of time. And if you're new to the game and you've got $50 to spend, snatch this up, hoard it, save it. I don't care if it takes you 6 months to use it. You are going to save yourself so much time and energy and give yourself so much happiness if you have this item at your disposal when you get lucky either in a premium disappointment crystal or a 4-star crystal and pull that champion, that game-changing champion that you're going to need to do better in Alliance Quest or Alliance War or, of course, the daily quests or the monthly quests. This is the kind of offer that I love to review. You can hear the passion coming through my voice. This is something that just is going to help so much people clear content faster. And that's what deals should be, right? You should give them your money to Candyland skip to another path fast. Fast track yourself, if you will. This is like going to Disneyland and you've paid that extra money, and so you don't have to wait in the line for 3 hours to ride the roller coaster. You get to wait 5 minutes to ride it. And yes, you paid that extra $40 for that day pass, but the cost benefit of not waiting in the sun for 3 hours and getting melanoma to ride that ride, and instead of getting 5 minutes in the shade, well worth the $40. This is the Fast Pass version of Marvel Contest of Champions. Kabam! Thank you for putting out a deal that I'm excited to endorse. And if you're like me and you're not going to need this for 4 stars at this point, save your money for July 4th. But anyone else who has the money and you've got a champion in mind to use this on, snatch this up, rank them up. Happy game, happy life. Thanks for watching. Today's a great day.